Hey everybody, we are going to make a big old pot of taco soup. It's in my first cookbook. If you have this cookbook, page 15, taco soup. To start with, we are going to take a pound of ground beef, ground chuck, whatever what you want to call it, and put it over here in the big old pot and start that to cooking while we're going to chop an onion up. Let me throw this in the pot. All right, now we're going to take an onion, and we're going to put this onion in our little ninja here. So I'm just going to cut this off. Let me get my trash can around here. And we're going to use a whole onion chopped up. So I'm just going to cut this in half here and peel this off and stick it all down in there. All right, we'll just put it right in there, and I like to chop mine real fine in this because I don't like big chunks of onion and stuff, but I like the onion flavor. All right, we're just going to put all of this down in here. All right, and then we're going to turn this on, and we're going to cook this onion right in there with the ground beef. So let me get my fire turned on over here. Put the lid on this, and away we go. Plug it in right here. And it doesn't take much on this one. See if that's enough. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I might go a little bit longer. Let me just get it off the sides here. And woo, that's a strong onion, y'all. A little bit more. All right, our ground beef is starting to cook. Get all this in there. Put this in the pot, and we'll be chopping up our ground beef. All right, I'll get the rest of these onions out. All right, our hamburger meat is done, and I use ground chuck, so there's not any fat in there. If you have fat, you'll want to drain that off, but this one didn't have any fat. All right, next we're going to put in 3 cans of chili beans. 3 cans of chili beans. One, 2, 3. I like to get my cans good and cleaned out, y'all. All right, 1 can of corn, and I did not drain it. 1 can of corn. All right, 1 can of petite diced tomatoes, or just diced tomatoes. Mine happen to be petite. 1 can, this is the 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Put that in. All right, we can give this a stir. Oh, I'm splashing it all over me. Give that a little bit of a stir. I'm going to turn the heat on just a little bit. Okay, 1 small can of green chilies. This is the chopped green chilies. 1 can of them. All right, now we're going to take 2 packages of taco seasoning mix. It is called taco soup for a reason. 2 packages of that, and then 1 package of ranch dressing mix. 1 package of ranch dressing mix. All right. That is all that is going to go into the pot. I am going to get this all stirred up here. And bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and simmer for 15 minutes. That's what we're going to do right now. I forgot 1 ingredient, y'all. I had it sitting right here. 1½ cups of water. I was looking at this, I'm like, boy, it looks awful thick. All right, 1½ cups of water. Now that completes everything. We're going to stir this up, bring it to a boil, and then simmer it for 15 minutes. All right, let's dip us a little bit out. Let me 1 little scoop here out. Now you can top this with shredded cheese, sour cream, whatever you want. You can eat it with, I like to do mine with shredded cheese. So here I'm putting shredded cheese on mine. I had a little bit left in this bag, so that gets rid of that. And then I like to take tortilla chips, or you can use Fritos, either one. So I like to take mine while it's nice and hot, and I like to get that cheese down in there to get it melted. And then I like to dip my tortilla chip into it. See how the cheese is getting melty? That's how I like to eat it. And then I just dip mine up like this. You can eat it with a spoon if you want. I have not had this for a while, and it is so good. Look at that. I love it with the cheese in it. It just tastes good. Let me know in the comments if y'all have had taco soup before.